It is what it is. So Everton have now been beaten on their frankly brilliant unbeaten run. Um, yeah, it is what it is. We lost to a side that looked way better in the game, and they had their game plan and they made it to perfection. You just can't go against it at all. The first half we did nothing. We looked very lackluster, very sloppy in terms of possession. Just didn't defend well at all, and we got punished for it. I thought maybe we'll get back into this in the second half. Actually, the substitutions we made, I thought, brought a bit more life into the game for us. And then I think that challenge, uh, that red card, which we'll get onto in a minute, killed off any chance in the game for us. I can't understand it at all. But anyway, go from the beginning. I thought first goal was a bit poor to concede in terms of how we defended. It's like Allen, Keane, Mina didn't really hold themselves up in glory, and it was a very good finish. But Pickford possibly could have saved it, or at least had a better chance of getting a hand to it. I don't know, but I'm not a footballer. I don't know how it works, but I thought we could have done better there. Second goal again, a very good cross, very good ball by Danny Ings on his weaker foot. So got to give credit there, but poor defending as well to leave the far post completely open. And and unfortunate as it is, my lack of confidence in Pickford, if it hadn't had the deflection, I still feel like it would have gone in because there was a lot of power in the shot, but also I don't feel confident in his ability at the moment. Maybe that'll change next week because we've got Newcastle next week, but I don't know. And then obviously half time comes, Iwobi goes off, which I think was agreeable. He had the chance, and unfortunately, he didn't take it. Um, it's just something about him. He has a skill. He has a skill you can see, but it doesn't seem to be going well for him at the moment at all. Any chance he takes, he just doesn't seem to perform, and I think it shows a lack of Richarlison and Coleman to be able to fit this game plan that we have. Because Godfrey, God love him, he's not a right back. He's not a full back. He did well last week because they had to defend a lot more, but I feel in the attacking aspect, he can't do. And we can't rely on James to be the providing width of the runs. So it showed with no Coleman, and we'll have to look into that for next week. But we looked a bit better in terms of Gordon and Bernard coming on, and I think there'll be better options to look at next week. And then the red card. I'm sorry, but it's not a red. It isn't. I can't see why it would be a red card. When one, it's accidental. He's putting his hands up. He's trying not to foul him, right? And if you've ever played football, you're going to be running towards the ball. Momentum will carry you because you are trying to sprint. So he, unfortunate as it is, catches his heel. It's a yellow. If that. There's no malicious. There's no intention to bring him down. The commentators say he scythed him. And obviously, looking back on it, he obviously catches him, but he doesn't scythe him down. So it's not. He obviously doesn't bring him down with malicious intent. And hopefully we appeal it, and hopefully it will be rescinded. Part of me, it will be saying we'll try, and it will get ignored. But that's another conversation for another time. It should be appealed because there is no way that can stand for a red card. Most pundits, most former players will be saying, no, it shouldn't be. It should be appealed. It isn't a red card because they've played football. They know how the game works in terms of your running, your intentions. So, yeah, fingers crossed we have Luca Dean back for next week because I think as soon as he went off, just killed off any chance with the game. That and it being 10 men. But that was our main chance creation gone and the main link-up play that we had. But it is what it is. It ends an unbeaten run, which was fantastic for us. But Southampton played brilliantly, and at least it finally gets that anxiety and worry off our back of losing games in the season because, hopefully for us anyway, it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve to not be overconfident going into games and to see where we went wrong and to fix it. You know, this is obviously the games we're going to have to play without certain players whenever they get injured, because it was never going to be guaranteed that Richarlison would play every single game. There was always bound to be a challenge which could end up in a red or an injury. You know, it's football. So we have to learn, we have to adapt, we have to improvise. So, and unfortunately, we didn't today. So we look at other options and we go forward. And it's just unfortunate that at the same time as well, Moise Kean gets a brace in the same weekend, and we got rid of him on loan. Yeah, like I say, it is what it is. But that's my thoughts. Newcastle are playing Wolves in now, I think, or the next 10 minutes from when this is being recorded. So I might watch that, see how they're going to play, because I think Wolves and us are on a sort of similar level in terms of team and ability and play wise, and obviously we're just a bit higher up at the minute. But we'll see how they play, and we'll see how Newcastle play, because Newcastle get a result there. They're at home again next week against us, so it'll be interesting. But yeah, that's my sort of thoughts on the game. Still top at the minute, so can't complain. It's one bad result that hopefully doesn't start a run. Fingers crossed, doesn't start a run. And we move on. And end the game, end of the fume. Don't have a go at the club, at the players. Look, it's a bad game. We were overconfident. Let's just move on. We learn. We move. So yeah, leave your thoughts down below in the comments. What you thought of the game as a whole, as a general result, what it means for us at the moment. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Hopefully, some progression in terms of something by then. But